Hello, starting soon an unmissable live coverage here on Sailor Today TV. Hello friends. Hello friends. Starting soon an unmissable live coverage here on Sailor Today TV. You are watching Sailor Today TV, your unmissable dose of vitamin C. Hello friends, starting soon an unmissable live coverage here on Sailor Today TV.
And your wife too. Nothing with you. And happiness to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear J.C. Happy birthday to you. How did you keep you standing for so long?
I went personally out there and I gave it. That's what I meant. That time the president was the now of course Capt. Yes. We will be
I didn't see your name in the beginning. Then I saw your name and I was like,
1 hour. Not all.
you both it's in front of me. Yeah, come. Easy.
Now it is compared to you and she.
Get down somewhere and take a look and go. Drivers, this thing is very blocking my margin. 7. Another circle. Another circle. I know that, yeah, no, I remember. चलते रहता है.
People have no time.
You're the principal.
Come on. Is it set? Can we start? Set? Yes. Just when you are ready, then I'll start.
Yeah. We are already live.
shareholders में आप लोग हुए थे कंपनी बाकी सब से निकाल दी
ये गुरु एक तरफ आप गुरु आप समझ कर
very अच्छा लगता
हमको रोज पार्टी कराया तो रोज पार्टी
मैं क्या
फॉर्म का मैं तो बॉम्बे इधर आर्मी बल के मैं बोला भी करेंगे
जब हम ड्राइंग किए थे तो वो साल के
I don't know what it is for quite some time because I was I'm waiting for 2 days actually.
सर थोड़ा हाथ कर थोड़ा और
Shiv, come.
या कम
I've been on my hunches for a long time.
Police Tony, you didn't know.
Thank you.
सर big on
सबको
नहीं हाँ सर हाँ सर
आने के टाइम
सर यहाँ
I know this.
Rapid.
Rapid in the red.
Hello, good evening. Can we have all of you around here, please? All juniors get here. All juniors come here.
Visit tops come this side.
Can we just follow here? This area should get free and then just let's be around. Everyone. Come on, sir. Can we have everyone's attention now, here, right now? Okay, I would like to request our President, Captain Shiv Halve, to welcome those who are present.
That's a good one.
First thing, good evening to all of you. And we all know why we are gathered here today. And it's a event which not, at least me, I have only attended one such event in my lifetime before. And it's not often that we get to or meet on such an occasion.
Speak up a little.
I told you we need a mic. No, you want one more drink? You want one more drink? No, I don't need it. Thank you. Sure. I think my whether I'm speaking loud enough or not, Captain Barve will take.
No, you are not. I am not telling you. He said.
So it's not often that we gather for such an event. At least in my lifetime, this is the second one I am attending. And it makes you sort of think back as to what life is really. Do people achieve this milestone, sir? Well, yes, they do achieve. It shows their mental and physical resilience to reach this milestone. And they live their life. But in your case, sir, you have not lived, you have led a life. You have set an example. And it is, in Sanskrit, Captain Vivekar is an exponent. In Sanskrit, there is a blessing, Jiveta Sharada Shata, 100 years may you live. Well, you have done it. So, that's not to you, sir. That's some on a lighter note, sir, when you agreed to attend this event, when Captain Hiramani called you up and you agreed that we were terribly excited. And we have this group of what we call the EXCOM, the executive committee. It was initially put on the group that Captain Anand has agreed and we will have an event on 4th of March. And we then did things in the two different traditions. We blamed each other, the seniors cursed the juniors thought poorly of the seniors. We put items on the table, then somebody did it. And we are all here, sir. We are all here.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And it has been an honor. It has been indeed an honor. And is it your celebration? Of course. But it is ours too. Because finally, we do share some DNA with you, sir. That's what you have given us. Thank you so much, sir. And I hand over to you.
Speaker. May I request Captain Vivekar, who had the honor of escorting to today's function from his very elite home, to present this small token of love, affection, flowers to our dear Captain. Sir, you Thank you. And now may I request Captain Barve. One second, sir. Captain Vivekar, do you want to say a few words? Some memories of Captain Anand, how you, because there's no mic.
Yes, I would like to say a few words. Actually, in a function like this, no speeches are required. We all know so well each other. No speeches are required. But it was that we express our views. Now, I met Captain Anand first time in 1994.
How did we go on one? No one was wrong.
I was in 1952-53. I passed off in December 53, and 7 January 1954, I was in Calcutta to join the India Student Company. And within the next 2-3 days, when I had gone to meet along with India cadets, his friends, co commissioners, there we met Captain Anand. Because he had come as a superintendent talking to the speaker. So he talked to us Indian people, and he saw that I am not from India. So he inquired of me what was I doing, and he gave me all the details. So that is my now, because at a function like this, we have to remember the good lady behind the successful man. So I would like to say a few words about Mrs. Anand. And she used to appreciate my Diwali and Christmas greetings. And whenever I attended these dinners, social dinners, she used to be there and he will say, Captain, your greeting I like. Or he would say, I haven't received your greeting this time. What happened? So I have to send another greeting to her. So I always respect J.C Anand for her support to Captain. Now, what do you want to say?
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, may I request,
One second. He asked me to say one more thing. After I got selected in the DOJ actually, what was the picture? Very well. So there were 4 insurance companies. DOJ Assurance, United India Insurance, National Insurance, and which is the fourth one?
Oriental.
Oriental. And New India and United India. New India had all the traditional road fleets, India, Great Eastern, Malvasia, etc. etc. And United was given the shipping corporation. So they were both having good portfolios. Whereas Oriental did not have much. And all the 4 CMDs, they felt that this is not fair distribution. If you want all 4 insurance companies to grow, they must have some sizable portfolio. So they are looking how to increase the premium of Oriental insurance. They came to the conclusion that if trade ocean shipping companies business is transferred to Oriental, Oriental will have some. Captain Anand was not willing. Why should it be sure with you, India? And now you are telling us. So all the 4 CMDs, they made a representation to Captain Anand. And as a result of that, the business was, even that Captain also said, you won't mind if you have to go to the principal, the GIC work. And that is how Captain Anand became a very, very favorite person amongst all 4 insurance companies for accepting.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, please.
Few more secrets.
So we have a small gift, and it's small in size, but very dynamic in nature. And we would like Captain Barve to just present this to Captain Anand, please.
See the dynamism inside.
Fortunately for you all, I don't have.
Be careful while you go.
Thank you. I don't have a big story. My story with Captain Anand starts after I retired from the government. Till I was in the government, he was somewhere else and I was somewhere else. We didn't meet at that time. Right? Command company master and yes, we were there always together. He was the master, I helped him and I was. And after that, I was master for a long time. And he used to ask me what was happening. What was happening at that time. It was nice to meet you all here. After 2 years, I didn't think I had forgotten most of it. But it's nice. Thank you very much for joining us here today. And I wish Captain Anand all the best, whatever he does from now on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So please be seated. When you speak, you sit. Now you sit. Right. So we are going to end this very soon and start interacting with Captain Anand. But Captain Anand has led many teams. I think he was born to do that. So one of the finest teams that he has led, I think, is the IRS. And he's known throughout the world for that. And I have been part of the transition from Captain Anand to Mr. Arun Sharma. I was there in their office at that time. And I think that Mr. Arun Sharma would be the right person to speak a little about that transition and what happened when you two were in the close meeting and what are the memories when you are doing the Marshall Island audit. So, Arun Sharma sir, please.
Thank you. Respected Captain Anand, members of the Gracia, it's indeed a pleasure to be here, to be invited to this August gathering on a very, very memorable occasion. As you already stated that one does not really get a chance to participate in such gatherings, and I'm sure that Captain Anand would recall, I don't know, but I'm sure he would. The first time I met Captain Anand was when I was passing out from BMET, and on the passing out parade, I distinctly remember Sir Ramaswamy Mudaliar was the chief guest and Captain Anand was the guest of honor. I think that is the first time I met him, rather after the parade was over, in 1969. And I also recall meeting his young son that time, Vivek, who was with him and probably just out of school. So the memories are very clear. I mean, I don't believe that we are talking of something like 50 years ago, you know. Of course, we have been interacting, and what I really admire about Captain Anand, if I just go back to the history of IRS, I think the man who sowed the seed of the Indian class society was Sir Ramaswamy Mudaliar, and the man who took it forward was Captain J.C Anand. Unbelievable. I mean, you know, I recall being in HCI when IRS started with a small half of 7th floor office in Madam Kama Road, and with a small, he always says, with a very small loan. And today, if you see the way IRS has grown, is phenomenal. And I can tell you, to get the full membership of IAX, it was only the grit of Captain Anand that he could fight all the foreign forces and was able to get that full membership of IAX. Otherwise, we would have probably just degenerated after that. Easier said than done, you know. I mean, we all, unfortunately, coming after him, I think I have had a very smooth sailing, to be very honest. I mean, I tried to put in my best, but extremely smooth sailing because of your efforts. If I look at the, probably not even the least office in shipping operation in India, to the 52A Shankaracharya Road, is again, I think, a phenomenal success as far as the way he see, a strict disciplinary, sometimes to the point of irritation, if you like. If you have to get into a room, it's a very jacket. So you say, okay, I'll put on my jacket and come. I recall once on a flight to some place, we were sitting, he was in a tie, I was uncomfortable in a tie. We found some of these so-called millennials, you know, walking in Bermudas, you know, haversacks. He said, these guys need to be offloaded. Have them on the same flight as us. Sounds like, you want me to talk to the captain? So he said, forget it. Yeah? So, I mean, it's phenomenal if you see the way. And like when I talk of discipline, we talk of that determination, focused attention to achieve a goal. I think all those combined make what we call Captain Anand and in a loving mode J.C. The other thing I noticed was his love for frugality. One of the days I told him when I was taking over an IRS that I think, sir, we need to look at the wages of the employees. Forget it, they're all overpaid by the After that, I've had two revisions, 2013, 2020. But he loved frugality. He said, what is it? I mean, you see, they're all having a good life. Why are you talking about increasing wages? So, but that's an honest fact. I think we can share it. I think, sir, with that, all I will say is that today, on somber note, we do miss Mrs. Anand, a perfect lady to be with him. And I was just telling somebody that so particular about occasions. He met my mother only twice. I think one was at my daughter's wedding and one was on some other occasion. And when I conveyed to him that she had passed away, he said, just tell me the date, I will come for a prayer meeting. And he was there on that particular day. So, I mean, you look at, I don't see anything that I can really say I don't like in Captain Anand. Everything is of a tremendous quality. I think, sir, with that, I wish you a lovely, long life and good health. That is more important. And once again, thank you so much for doing everything that you did so that I need not do much in IRS. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, can we just make into a V so we can see the champagne bottle and the glasses? May I request Captain Tandon?
Sanjay.
What is that?
Sanjay.
No, they do bottles at the same time, so please have somebody else do the second bottle. So let's have everyone just go around, and Captain Tandon and Captain Khan, can you just be there? So whoever opens the bottles, can be wet. Yo! You can ask their help. So we can just pick up our glasses and
I wanted to carry it personally so that we can see what
Cheers.
You go.
I think we're all there. Captain Pereira? Captain Pereira? Right. We would like Captain Anand to do the honors of cutting his 100th birthday cake. And after that, we can raise the toast, and Captain Pereira can lead us into singing the birthday song. The anthem, the birthday anthem.
Let's have a song, Happy Birthday.
Clap also.
No, just cut the cake, sir.
Just cut right in the middle, sir. You don't have to
Right across the middle.
You are all people.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear J.C. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May your family too. Happy birthday, dear Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear J.C. From all years of friend Rajendra and Chanakya.
Wow! Yeah.
Can you get a spoon, please?
As one Sindhya man to another, I wish you.
Okay, while the spoon is coming, I'll do. Okay.
Stand for that one. Say some few words.
Very small piece, sir. Small piece. We don't mind.
Love that. Big round.
Okay, can I do something off script?
Yes.
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, तुम जियो हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear J.C, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And we'll move on quickly.
So we wanted to say.
Before I ask Captain Anand to speak, I have a request from Captain Gulati to say very briefly something he has very deep in his heart. Sir, please go ahead.
I first of all thank Captain J.C. Anand for making us today what we are. Without him, we would have not achieved this milestone and marched forward in the maritime industry. Number one. Number two, people have forgotten he's the first sailor or maritime person to start a ship owning company, Pentocean. People have forgotten, but you have to have guts to do that. I know that anything you say which has to go march, Captain J.C. Anand will always be there. I remember from the days of Sindhyas, he'll come on the ship. When he stepped on the ship, he knew everybody's history, the officers and even engineers. This was his quality of remembrance. I'll give you a small incident. Other day, maybe about a year ago, okay, today he's busy, he went to one lady who supplies hearing aid. And she mentioned, he introduced himself, came up walking by himself. And she says, he's introduced himself. She says, my husband plays golf with Captain Gulati. Oh, Ramesh, his wife is Australia. Look at the memory.
Wow.
Look at it's better than the computer. And we salute you, sir. We are here today what you are. Made us.
So, we move on to the next part. Captain Jandra will take over now.
I have one thing to ask you, sir. Sir, Capt. Anand,
Come in the front.
everybody here must be feeling the same as I am feeling. We have many times asked you this question and you have very smartly evaded that. We want to know the secret of your 100 years of healthy and such a life. How you are so agile at this age also. You want to know the secret of that.
You can answer that when you can think about it and answer it when I
No,
ask you.
about? No.
You come closer.
Don't ask him to do sit-ups now.
Gulati, that I had to go somewhere to get my hearing aid done. Now you tell me.
We want to know the secret of your long, healthy life. How you manage to keep yourself like this at this age?
Once he told me positive thinking.
Sir, there's another token of appreciation.
What's your thinking? Okay.
You want the answer now or next birthday?
Next birthday.
We'll have next question. We'll have question after this. Next.
Wow.
My first poem I've written for you. I have never written a poem before. Actually, my daughter writes very well. I told her today, her exams are going on. She took time. I said, I'll do it myself.
Sure. Good, sure.
But you have to read it out.
You want me to read it now?
Yes.
Finally taking the group photo.
Okay, guys, can we have your attention, please, over here? We have one of our young cadet, a fellow cadet, who has written a poem for Captain J.C. Anand. He says it's his maiden adventure and effort. So let's hear him out, guys. Please.
Sir, all of you know my daughter writes. I told her exams are going on. She couldn't complete. I said, I'll do it myself. This is my first poem in my lifetime, which is for Captain Anand. So it's an expression of love for Captain J.C. Anand.
Louder.
Sargodha, a northwest province of undivided India, was blessed with a boy unknown to the media. Born to an army officer, discipline was in the blood. On board Dufferin at 16, we can imagine the vigor of flood. Away from home on the high seas, while World War II kept the world afreeze. Proud Indian to the core, always thinking what to do more. The spark of making a difference for the nation took the challenge to build our own maritime classification. Leading by example from the front always, helped create a breed of leaders in many, many ways. Supported by a companion so dear and devoted, who walked along every path, every step, fully doted. Dreaming is his strength, which never waned. He would continue to work tirelessly till the goal was attained. Any scale would fail to measure his height. His height is taller than the tallest scale one might. No words can explain how we Indians and mariners are indebted to you, sir. The contributions he has made to the industry and society is unlimited. You will always be the lighthouse to the dreamers of the world, for without your guidance, no victory flag ever gets unfurled.
Today you complete 100 years, a feat very few score. We wish and pray you live 100 more.
And Gyan never send it to anybody else to correct or edit or suggest.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect. Sir, now is the time when you answer Captain Endley's question and say a few words for us.
Take it.
Yes, please.
Please, can everybody?
Yeah, we can all surround you.
Ramesh sir, बैठ जाइए. बैठ जाइए sir, please. Everybody can.
Yeah, please sit down.
No, we are.
Supplement to आए हैं.
You won't be able to hear it.
First of all, I would like to convey my gratitude to all of you who got together to ask me to come here today. Somebody mentioned to me as I walked in, we're only having 40, 45 people. Sorry, we were used to big functions. I said, no, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy myself. And I did. I don't mind telling you on the open, not on this and this. This is your function today, however small or whatever you want to call it, very touching to my heart. There's so much from each one of you what you talk. It's not open just for sure. You mean every word of it what you said. And you touch my heart. I feel very related to what you said.
Thank you, sir.
I take no credit for, I think I've said this before, I don't take any credit for that. We did the National Classification Society. We fought with 11 foreign societies who said India no. And I'd just like to give you a couple of minutes on this now, which somebody will know. In 1961, when Sir Ramaswamy Mudaliar went abroad and attended some meeting in shipping, and they talked about some classification sites. He came back and he went to the government. He was very old senior man. He was the president of the association. And he told the government, what are you doing? We are India, we are independent, we still have nothing happen. Government, of course, set up a committee. The committee members, I was working with India's at that time. And I forget, whatever it was. So there was chaps from one India, one from DG Shipping, one from there, one from there. And the committee was set up and they stayed on 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, nothing happened. It was in 1975 when I had the opportunity to take over the president of INSA. And I talked to my members of the first meeting I had, and I said, I think it's time we should do something. The government has said we should have it. Government will support it. So how do we go about it? One ship owner, who was a very dear friend of mine from Madras, who was sitting down there, and very good talker, all he said was, Captain Anand, you want to waste your time, please don't waste ours. So I said, thank you. Then you're not coming to start it yet, and you're talking about wasting time. Anyway, we said we'd start, and I gave them the idea how we should go about and all the rest of it. And but very lukewarm. So by the time we found out, and they said we need to have a government support. I said government already has this thing that we should have. So why can't we go? Anyway, so the only thing what I did was that we said all right, we picked up. It was a knowledgeable thing, and then I had some experience on running ships, so I had to do what all they want. But so when I used to go abroad for meetings, any meeting they say, Indians, no, it's not possible. So they gave more and more bit of burning sessions into us. So I come back and I said, all right, I found 4 people I said, can you join me? Can I go ahead on this? I took a naval architect first, and I took a marine engineer, and I took a master planner. And I said, no, let's go ahead with this. Let's start with this. They said, sir, what do we do? I said, no, but let's move. Let's start. So they said, all right. And when we started talking, we went to the ship owners. Ship owners were so happy with these foreigners know how to keep the Afrikaners in sand. And ship owners just laughed at us. And so, like this. Eventually we got to, when I was the president of INSA, I had the privilege to go and call on the government so many times, meet the ministers for so many times. And then I found that there was one secretary of shipping called Mr. M.G. Pimputka. He's come in and he's very Indian. So I asked for an appointment with this man. But I was told that he is very tough. If you ask for an appointment at 5:15, you have to be there at 5:10. If you give you an appointment at 2:35, then you have to be so time. He's very short-tempered. So I said, well, we'll see him. So we got an appointment. I'm sorry I'm taking 2-3 minutes to explain this. So we got an appointment, and we got the appointment, and we had to cancel it because the Indian Airlines went on strike, so we could not travel. And we always took, whenever we went to the government, we took 3-4 people from different ship owners to go on and talk about it. So eventually got another appointment, and we went. And when I entered the room, the secretary said, Capt. Anand has come, President of INSA has come. So I walked in, and here was a man, unbelievable, sound, tough, white safari, white shoes, white tongue. Walked out from his room, oh, sorry, come in, Captain Anand. You could not come when I asked you to come. You have come now because of your convenience of this. It wasn't a question of convenience. I could not come. So I listened to him, and I said, sir, I'm sorry, but we could not come at that time because Indian Airlines and you government can come somewhere else, but I cannot. Indian Airlines went on strike. We could not get it. Never mind. Where would you like to sit down? I said, you the chairman, you sit wherever you like. My colleagues and myself, 4 of us. So we started talking to him. And he first went on shipping and then said, let me tell you one thing. I am government, you are private. Government now will expand shipping 100%, and private sector will start half of that. So, would you like to answer now, or would you like to answer later on? I said, no, sir, I think I'll go along and answer right now. So I said, I am a member on the National Shipping Board for the last 10 years, representing himself. And I have not heard anything like this. Maybe I was not standing to job or what. Maybe I'm very useless because how's that? I don't know anything about it. What I know is that it's 50% and 50%. So there's no question that the government will do this and private sector will do this. All right, come on, doesn't matter, we'll carry on 50-50. Then I knew this guy is tough, but he's big. Then he went out, he came. When we talked, he called me to his room. And he said, do you want to say something? I said, sir, I have to say something, but I don't know whether you will understand. He said, what do you mean I understand? I told him this classification stuff. And he said, what is it? So I explained to him what is it and what are the opposition. So he said, no man, I'm loud enough. So he said, I'm sorry, good to meet you. You are very Indian. I said, yes, I'm very Indian. So how do we start? So I said, this is we got to start. And by that time, we had sent a message out that India wants to start. And so he said, what do I do? I said, no, we are working it out. We need 3 months to work the plan we are working on, and then we will come to you. But what we want to adapt after 3 months is that we are going to go around and look at these organizations, and I want you or the government to come with us. He said, I'm sorry, government cannot come with you, it's a private sector. I said, no, it's not for me, it's for the country. Look at this this association, you said the government should have this. So he said, I will come. I said, oh, you will come? Thank you. And I got a bit taken back. I don't know, never met the government like that. But I won't pay. But I said, we will not be able to pay your fare. And he said, no, you don't worry about my fare. I say, our companies are paying for it, but you don't worry. He said, I'll pay myself. He was such a tough guy. I don't mind giving you an example why I'm going so long. He was a guy when his son was getting married. He was given time up to 6 to 8. 5, door was shut. Nobody could go in. Nobody could go in. Time was there, and that was the man he was. Eventually, we started meeting people, and word went around, and the Lloyds sent a person to talk to him. India should not start. We'll do Lloyds India. I said, sorry? He asked me, I said, no. We're going it, we do it alone. The Americans sent a person out. Other small companies, they also sent a person out. They all said, we do it alone. He said, no, if we're doing it, we must do it alone. And we haven't even started yet. Eventually, he went with us to come to Soishon, and we went to the Lloyd's office. And to go to the Lloyd's office, Lloyd's and Lords. So we walked into his, this thing. We had the ribbon cars waiting for us at the airport. He took us in. We went into Lloyd's office, and the secretary was meeting the CEOs. So I said, hello. So the chairman walked with me, and we started looking at some photographs. Very nice little place. And he said, where is the chairman of this company? So I was taken aback. He told this, he heard the other man who was secretary looking after us. He heard it, and I told him, I said, look, where's your chairman? He said, he's in his room, he never comes down. He never comes down. Your chairman. So he heard this. And he said, in this committee we made him the chairman, and I was the vice chairman. And he said, vice, let's go home. That man heard that this is what this man has said. So I said, yes. I told him, I said, look, let your chairman come down, I want you to go home. He said, you want to go home. He said, give me 5 minutes to walk down. Walking down. And 3 minutes later, saw the chairman of the thing coming, walking down. So he come down. Then later I said, what does he think of India? What does he will start? They know what position the secretary holds. No, this was a sort of a top guy he was. But he said, we go ahead. So with this Ford engineer who never marched and everything else, we had to look at all the organization, how we do this. We came back, our companies paid our own expenses. And we went ahead, we started. And there was the opposition from, again, as they said, they want to do it together. And then the job was done by the Indian technical people, the naval architects and Indian engineers. They got together of them. These 4 people got other people together and started working. Every time we started going up there, we got in. Eventually we walked in. We got in, and we walked slowly. We go to work. 10 years later, we became an associate member. So we thought we were making ahead now. And after about 15 years, when we were going up and we thought now we'll become a member, they passed a rule. And they said, unless IRS can come up to this standard, they were 150 years old, unless they can come up to this standard, they cannot even remain as associate member. They have to go back as to 0. It shook us because but we took it, we came back, we didn't know what to do. So I came back and talked to our engineers and everybody else. I said, gentlemen, can you gentlemen do it? Because you're the people who have to make the rules and you that come up to the standard. So he said, so how much time we have? I said, 6 months. So he said, all right, we will tell you that we will do it. The IRS people amongst themselves, all the engineers and naval doctors had a meeting, and they said, we will do it, we will do it. And I was very happy they said they will do it, and they worked for hard. And we made certain more of this thing, but we hadn't come up to that particular level. Eventually they decided that we'll have a final meeting with them, and then called a meeting in Russia. I also went, and we took we had to give a presentation. So we had engineers and we had naval architects with us, myself, to give a presentation. So we gave a presentation and everybody said, all the 11 members were present. And they said, excellent, Captain, very nice. So, the people have really come up very well. It's excellent, very good. And so the meeting took off. I was very happy. And they said, tonight we're having the river. So I said, no, you guys are taking vodka and how late. I stayed on. I stayed on. A little later, I got a call from the chairman of the Russian society. Can we meet tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock for breakfast? I said, you guys, how are you going to have in the morning? He said, no, I need to talk to you something very urgent. This will shock you, what I'm telling you. So we met for breakfast next morning at 6:30. And he said, look, I don't want to spoil your day. You've already spent so many years already. But I can just tell you, in spite of what all these people have told you, I know India. We have a lot to do with India. I want to take you into confidence and I want to tell you. They don't want you and they decided not to have you and they want to buy you. So I said, they want to buy you or they want to buy us? No, they want to, unless you can join them, they will not come. So I said, thank you very much. He said, you have to go back. And I said, go back and do something about it. So I came back and decided, I went to see Mr. Pinto, who was the DG shipping. And I said, sir, this is the problem. And I said, every time we do this, and they've done this, they've done this. I talked to him. So I said, you think we can talk something to the government? And he said, no, it's a very good idea, and I think so. Anyway, we went down. He said, but how about your people, can they really do it? I said, no, I'm told you they can do it. Just a month later, when we were still talking about it, then some rule came out. Some of the ships had come into some rules, whatever they call it, and they had to be finished, or they had to comply with certain new rules within the next 4 months. So, by that time, Mr. Pinto was in. The new Director General Shipping came in. He came in and he called me. He said, I have these foreign companies waiting outside, Capt. This is what he said to me. I have these people waiting outside to complete this job. If RS cannot do it, I'm sorry. I can't help you. Whatever you may have done, then government will not be able to do it. So I said, what is all involved in this? And so they put 3 or 4 people to explain to me what had to be done. And there was one gentleman. So anyway, they explained to me, and I went back to RS and I told them, this is the problem. Can we do it or can we not? I must tell you, that's why I say I don't take any credit for this. They all got together and said, sir, please go and tell them we will do it. We will do it. We will do it. I went back and I said, he said, Mr. Pinto said, my ships are held up outside. I am not going to be responsible. I'm not going to have my ships be like arrested outside. All that. So I said, no, I'm telling you, we will do it. He said, what guarantee can you give me? I said, what guarantee can I help you? I went back to the board of IRS. I said, they want a guarantee. And all they said to me, K.M. Sheikh, he's still alive, it's not there, and 2 other directors. They said, Captain, you tell us, can you do it? I said, my people say they can do it. I'm not the one who do it. They will do it. So he said, all right, then go ahead and take a chance with the government. So all the things they put against us slowly. And we, our wives went and did this job. In less than 3 weeks, whatever had to be done. I went back and then we sent out 22 surveyors at that time out in various ports around the world to make sure that no ship was held up at that time. So I just say the credit goes to those people who in the Indian technical departments, of which we should be proud of it, because the government set up all these colleges for us and the trainers are there. And that's why I always say today, the whole world comes to India to take the mariners on their ships and everything else. So this is how we had the IRS started coming in. So when it came in, eventually when we finally had to go one more meeting was held in Hamburg, finally, and we were very happy when we went up there. No, but we were on this and that way. Somebody, another society from Lord rang us up, Captain Anand, you're coming, but they're still they found something else to stop this. I remember talking to Chief Executive with me. I said, what's going to stop now? The meeting is next week, so we are going. And I asked this person, other society chap, what information do you have? He said, no, we have this, not information, it's a fact. They have now bringing out this new thing in. So I said, okay. So I asked CEO with me, and I said, look, I don't know, I'm not a technical man. You tell me whether this can be done or not. We'll make a very good statement at the meeting, we'll go. So we went in to have all the people were sitting down, and we said that we were fully making it very weak because we didn't know what's going to happen. The chairman, the gentleman who was supposed to come, he came out and he called out to me. He said, yes, he's come. Walked out there. And he came up and he said, gentlemen, I'd like to tell you, we today accept IRS. I couldn't believe it. He said, we accept IRS. And he gave me a clock. And he said to me, I think it's on the paper, Captain Anand, it's our privilege to have Indians' knowledge now. Come into IRS, come into IX, come and bring up that. So this is how our Indian technicians had, because all the Indians were working for those people there. And they knew what we do there. So we should never, which was sacred. The Indians are second to none in the world, and I always said that. So this is how the IRS came about.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wonderful. Right. Thank you, sir. I think, I hope you're writing some memoirs, and, I hope you were recording all this, or I hope you have written in form of words which can be left for future generations.
What a vivid story at this age, sir. It's my God, my hats off.
Sir, your memory is better than computer.
We'll move on. May I request Captain Tandon? Where is he?
Here he is.
Right. Captain Tandon, to sum up the evening, propose a little bit of word of thanks, and then we'll be ready for the group photograph. And then we can do some more fellowship.
Once again, good evening, everybody. This was thrown at me as a googly, that you have to do the vote of thanks. So I was wondering that in an ex-cadet alumni kind of an event, who do you thank and why do you thank them? We're all together, we are all one.
Yeah.
But hearing so many people over here, I think I'm privileged to have been part of this gathering, this alumnus, starting from the 40s, of passing out of the Dufferin, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the millennials, they're all over here. So we actually, all of us collectively and individually have to be thankful to our seniors for having introduced us to this lovely camaraderie and brotherhood that we have developed as an ex-cadet association. We have to be thankful, I have to be thankful, and my peers have to be thankful to each other for having imbibed the values that our seniors gave. And you bloody juniors, you better take it forward to the next 100 years. So, one last word before I say dinner is served and the bar is open. I think we must remember Captain Hiranandani, who wanted to be here. Really, he was the prime mover of this evening. Unfortunately, because of a family emergency, he could not be here. So we will cheer to him and we'll drink a toast to him. But thank you very much, sir. We would like to see you here next year again. The same crowd has to come again. And after that, and till wherever. And if any of you fellows from my generation or juniors are wanting to retire, I've just been motivated to work for another 35 years. So with that, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. May I just take 1 moment?
Quiet, please. First of all.
Okay, can we just...
Use the word ex-cadets. I'd like to tell you what ex-cadets and what government do. From first night was 27, 29, I think.
27.
We had the first CNS from there.
Yes.
We had the first minister in Kerala cabinet, Jacob. Jacob, the minister. 36, 38, if I remember, was a big deal. We had Rahman Khan, who went away to Pakistan to become the transport minister. And we had Hassan, he became vice admiral. He was the governor of East Bengal.
Wow, wow, wonderful.
Just the way these people have, what ex-cadets have done. My own batchmates, we had, not many black, but still, we had a Mong Bati and Mong Ong from Burma. And Mong Bati became the minister, and Mong Ong, he became the chairman of the ports. There was one chap called Mardi from Ceylon. He went back. He went back, and he also became. So I'm just telling you what all the ex-cadets have been, which way.
Yes, sir.
There was one chap of my batch. He went to the Indian Airline, and there, of course, he did very well at that place. So this is how ex-cadets. There are three generals from ex-cadets. 3 generals who went out and stayed on, beside being the naval people, and there were 3 generals who went on and laid them down. So ex-cadets are not just doing the shipping, the ex-cadets have been all over the world and bringing a big name to the country.
Thank you, sir. So, the final stage before we really start enjoying ourselves is to take a group photograph. This is a memory that we will have. So this is a backdrop of our photograph. There is our treasurer, Captain Ravi Prakash.
You want money for it?
So he is the brain behind this, and we must thank him for it. And now we can just gather around and
all the guidance from all the seniors.
So some of us can go behind.
I want to say something. A small wish for Captain Barve. So we are looking forward to a similar celebration for you very soon.
Yes, yes.
Please don't disappoint us. Please don't disappoint us.
And also Captain Devekar. So there is one suggestion.
he doesn't
We are looking forward to Captain Barve's similar event where Captain Anand will be the chief guest. He'll be the chief guest. The only person at that event with the walking stick allowed is Captain Barve because he came today with the walking stick. Otherwise nobody is allowed.
Don't disappoint us, sir.
Yes, right.
We just move the chair a little bit forward, get a good photo.
मैं एक सेट कर देता हूँ सर हो जाएगा
You can go down there.
That's one thing, Sailor today has been doing a live broadcast, so let's all thank Sailor today for doing this.
And Captain Namia.
अरुण सर मास्टर डायरेक्टर्स को इंक्रीमेंट ले लीजिएगा
Sir, make some sound.
He's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us, and so say all of us, and so say all of us. He's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow, he's a jolly good fellow. So say all of us.
His son came down with normal. He made his son late.
Even Gyanendra is here.
He's been running around a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here with the
Yes, we respect that. That's right. With whom? With Capt. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today with Captain Anand and he's celebrating his 100th birthday. And 100 years, I mean, this is called actually the batsman hits a century, accolades are top on him. And he's lived for 100 years. And this is a message for every one of us that 100 is achieved. I'd like to ask you one question. You have sailed long journeys, you have sailed shorter journeys, and today the sailors are having a different environment altogether. So, sir, I would like to ask you if you have any message for sailors of today, the experience you have.
For the young sailors.
My message to my seniors, they should not look my own life, what all you can do, why did you have the thinking it comes how I should do it. No wrong. Any boy can get any high position anywhere. Why did they make it? They should forget about the money. Money is there. Money don't come to you in any way. They must first of all get themselves to deserve it and also move ahead.
So what you're saying is more, make it more deserving and then
Absolutely, sir. And sir, a lot of youngsters out there who have just started getting into the career life. So, how would you like to tell them that, okay, come join the Navy, and what is the kind of life they can expect, and what is the message to them? There's a lot of youngsters, they want to make a career now, but they must be in the 12th standard or above that, and now they are thinking about career. So, if you have to invite them to watch in Navy, what will be that line you would like to tell them?
Today is very simple. First of all, they want to know what they want to become. If something a child grow up 10, 20 years old, 12 years old boy, what do you want to become? What do you want to become? You want to go to sea? This is what the sea offers you. This is what you can go on. You can become a ship owner, you can make a whole life before you know. I cannot tell you what I have to hold this and what all you can reach. So the sky is the limit. Why did you want to make this and work towards it? I think nothing can stop you. Why did you? That's my message. It's very simple.
That's very nice. That's very
Sir
nice.
has that George.
Absolutely, sir.
With what profession, less or more, unless you can make up your mind. I remember when they talked about me, when I said I want to become a ship owner. A very stupid man to take me actually. How did I become a ship owner? I was second officer on a ship, discharging cargo in Bombay, in India ship. And some young fellow came up and after night duty. He said, stop discharging. So I said, who's he? He's the owner. What owner? The ship owner. The ship owner. He stopped. I said, sorry, I'm on duty. The captain gives me the orders. He cannot give me the orders. Next day I was called in the office. You said this to this. I said, yes, I did. I listened to the captain. I don't know what that is. He should have introduced himself to me. I said, what a ship owner. Then I went to classes, when I went to accountants, when I went to classes, when I learned what to become a ship owner, what you need, what you have, what you this. And then we became a ship owner. And then again I picked up 2 million engineers, 2 captains, and we all put over 50,000 rupees each, and we bought 3 ships, and we moved ahead. And we went on. And I went to buy a ship from Jogways. And he said, I buy your Liberty ship. He said that I'm losing money on it. I said, no, please, we will see us. We are this, we are this, we are this. We'll pay. We gradually sold him 1 ship. We paid the money. We bought a 2nd ship from him. We bought a 3rd ship from him. You know, 5 people. It's what you want. You have to have the courage. All the 5 people worked on board the ship. Engineers don't learn to do. Now the captains are not sitting in the cabin.
So I believe courage is the word, and when Captain Anand talks about courage, I think he understands the meaning of courage better than all of us, and we should have the courage in our present times. Thank you so much, Captain Anand, on behalf of Sailor Today once again, on behalf of Captain Sunil. Yeah, happy birthday. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an event after a long time. From the times of COVID, we have come to this time now, and this is the event which is being organized by Drescia, and it has been organized in the honor of in Anand completing 100 years. And this is your host Kamal Maharshi, and I think we'll enjoy the party, and we will be coming back to you again and again with lot more parties like this and more functions like this on Sailor Today Live. So please keep watching and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.
It's a cake, man.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for